Hello everyone, I'm Easy History, and today we'll talk about the Three Kingdoms period. The Han Dynasty was established by Han Gaoju Liu Bang and lasted for 400 years, during which there was a period of prosperity and development. However, as the end of the Eastern Han approached, the central government became weaker and more corrupt, and the people were misled. After the Yellow Scarves uprising, different forces in the imperial court continued to fight each other. In 189, Hanling Emperor died, and General He Jin followed Yuan Shao's call for Dong Zhuo to return from West Liang to defeat the corrupt officials. However, the mission was not completed, and He Jin was killed. Dong Zhuo then led the army into the capital, eliminated the corrupt officials, dominated the imperial court, put the Emperor Xian of Han on the throne, and called himself the Grand Marshal. In 190, the alliance of military envoys led by Yuan Shao rose up in the eastern provinces against Dong Zhuo. In 191, under pressure from the alliance army, Dong Zhuo had to bring the Emperor Xian of Han to Chang'an. 1 year later, due to the conspiracy of Wang Yun, Dong Zhuo was killed by his adopted son Lu Bu. Upon hearing of the commander's death, Li Jue and Wu Si returned to Chang'an with their army, killed Wang Yun, and chased Lu Bu. After Dong Zhuo died, the coalition forces dispersed and turned on each other. In the east, Cao Cao was in control of Yanzhou and heard the news that his father had been killed while passing through Suzhou. He immediately led his army to attack Suzhou. Cao Tuan, unable to resist, sent a letter seeking help from Gong Sun-jian in the north. Gong Sun-jian, who was busy with war with Yuan Shao, delegated Liu Bei, Wan Yu, Jiang Fei, and Xiao Yun to help. After many days of failed attacks, Cao's army had to retreat. After this battle, Cao Cuan gave control of Suzhou to Liu Bei as a base. In 196, Cao Cao quickly gained strength by capturing 30,000 Yellow Scarf soldiers. Taking advantage of the opportunity, Li Jue and Wu Si fought each other, and the Emperor Xian of Han fled the capital. Cao Cao ordered him refuge and brought him to Suqiang to grasp the emperor and command the generals. In the east, Liu Bei faced attacks from both Yuan Shu and Lu Bu, causing him to lose control of Suzhou and seek shelter with Lu Bu in Xiaopei. Meanwhile, Cao Cao emerged victorious in battles against Jiang Xu in Xiangyang and Li Jue in Chang'an, thereby strengthening his position. In 197, Yuan Shu declared himself emperor in Shouchun, openly opposing the Han dynasty. Cao Cao and Liu Bei joined forces and defeated Yuan Shu's army. Cao Cao then led his troops to Suzhou and defeated Lu Bu. Soon after, Liu Bei regained control of Suzhou from Cao Cao, which led to Cao Cao's anger, and he attacked again. Unable to resist, Liu Bei fled to Hebei and sought help from Yuan Shao. Around the same time, Yuan Shao defeated Gong Sun-jian in the north, thereby increasing his power and prestige. In 200, Cao Cao's army of 40,000 defeated Yuan Shao's army of 11,000 at Wandu. Yuan Shao fled to Yeqiang and died of illness, while Liu Bei sought refuge with Liu Biao in Jinzhou. Cao Cao then launched a successful campaign to conquer Bingzhou, Qizhou, Yuzhou, and Qinzhou in the north, consolidating his power and emerging as the strongest force in the region. The rest of the country was governed by various warlords, including Liu Biao and Liu Bei in Qinzhou, Jiang Lu in Hanzhong, Liu Chang in Sichuan, Han Shui and Ma Teng in West Liang, Sun Quan in Jiangdong, following the deaths of Sun Jian and Sun Ce, and Xi Xie in Jiaozhou. Among these forces, two notable fractions were Sun Quan and Liu Bei. In 208, Cao Cao marched south with the intention of unifying the empire. Upon hearing the news, Liu Biao's son Liu Tong led the troops and surrendered 9 districts of Qinzhou to Cao Cao. In view of this situation, Liu Bei recruited General Zhuge Liang, who proposed the strategy of uniting Wu against Cao. This led to the establishment of the Liu Bei-Sun Quan alliance. In winter 208, Cao Cao deployed 80,000 navy forces to the east and engaged in battle with the 50,000 coalition forces of Sun Quan and Liu Bei in the Battle of Red Cliff. As the northern forces were unfamiliar with naval warfare and were affected by the waves, Cao Cao ordered the use of iron chains to connect the boats. However, the coalition forces, led by Chou Yu, unexpectedly used fire attacks, causing Cao Cao's forces to break and retreat chaotically to the north. After this famous battle, Liu Bei advanced towards the west, creating three opposing forces: Cao Cao in the north, Sun Quan in the southeast, and Liu Bei in the southwest. With his victory, Liu Bei conquered the cities in Qinzhou, and Liu Qi, the son of Liu Biao, was named by Liu Bei as the ruler of Qinzhou. Later, Liu Bei conquered 4 southern counties of Qinzhou, but Liu Qi died soon after. Liu Bei then declared himself as the king of Qinzhou. Although he conquered the 4 southern provinces of Qinzhou, this only helped to resolve Liu Bei's manpower and economic problems, but did not address strategic factors. In the east, Wu had already conquered Jiangling and won over Xixie in Qiaozhou. In 210, Liu Bei negotiated with Sun Quan to borrow Jiangling and half of Jiangsha district to be handed over to Sun Quan. After losing the Battle of Red Cliff, Cao Cao regained his forces and defeated the remaining western forces such as Ma Tao, Han Shui, and Chang Lu. Cao Cao then continued to attack Hancheng. Upon hearing the news, Liu Qiang asked Liu Bei to bring troops to Yichou. Although Liu Bei arrived in Yichou, his army remained inactive for a long time and did not move north to attack Cao Cao, causing Liu Qiang to doubt and gradually reduce the supply of food and salary. Taking advantage of this situation, Liu Bei betrayed Liu Qiang, conquered Yichou, defeated Jiang Fei, Zhao Yun, and Zhuge Liang, and made Qinzhou surrender to Wan Yu. Liu Bei then captured Chengdu, and Liu Jiang's army was defeated. Yichou officially fell into the hands of Liu Bei. While Liu Bei was in Shu, Sun Quan issued an order for Lu Su and Lu Meng to lead their troops to attack Wan Yu, resulting in the capture of 3 districts: Linling, Guiyang, and Changsha. Liu Bei had to direct his forces to engage in the battle with the Wu army in Qinzhou. In 215, Cao Cao led his troops to invade Hancheng, and Zhang Lu was defeated by the Cao army, causing Yichou to be subjugated. Immediately, Liu Bei had to make peace with Sun Quan and return to fight against Cao Cao. Qinzhou was divided again, with Liu Bei keeping Nanti, Wuling, and Linling. Guiyang was granted to Sun Quan, and Changsha and half of Jiangxia were also given to him. In 217, Liu Bei led his troops to attack northern Hancheng and took it from Cao Cao. Cao Cao lost the battle and had to retreat his forces. From then on, Liu Bei's power was very great, and he proclaimed himself the king of Hancheng. Seeing that his brothers had all made merit in the land of Shu, Wan Yu decided to take his army to attack Fangcheng, which was guarded by Ta Ren. Cao Cao sent Yu Jin and Peng De to rescue, but they were defeated by Wan Yu. Faced with this situation, the military advisor Sima Yi of the Cao faction proposed uniting Wu against Wan Yu. Lu Su and Lu Meng of Dongwu had overpowered Qinzhou. Cao's army also counterattacked, and Fangcheng was saved. However, Wan Yu fell and was killed by Lu Meng in 220. Qinzhou was completely in the hands of Sun Quan. In the year 220, Cao Cao passed away, and his son Cao Pi forced Emperor Xian of Han to abdicate, resulting in the downfall of the Eastern Han dynasty. Cao Pi then declared himself king and established his capital in Luoyang, naming the country Wei. In the same year, Liu Bei declared himself emperor, took the title of Han, and made Chengdu his capital, founding the Shu dynasty. In 222, Sun Quan proclaimed himself king, and later in 229, declared himself emperor, establishing his capital in Qianye and creating the country Wu. This marked the official start of the Three Kingdoms period in Chinese history. After Liu Bei became king, he led 70,000 soldiers to attack Qizhou to avenge his brother Wan Yu. However, Liu Sun's use of fire tactics led to the defeat of Liu Bei's army. Liu Bei died from illness, and his son Liu Shan took over and made peace with Wu. The two kingdoms then allied against Wu. In the spring of 228, Zhuge Liang and the Shu commander led an army to attack Tao Wei in an attempt to restore the Han dynasty. However, Sima Yi blocked his progress, and the war between Shu and Wei continued for 6 years, with neither side gaining the upper hand. In 234, Zhuge Liang made a final attack on the north but passed away unexpectedly. Sima Yi then became more powerful, and his family's influence grew. Unable to endure the oppression of the Dongwu government, in 248, the people, including Cao Po, rose up in rebellion. The Wu army besieged Jiujian and was destroyed. Sun Quan ordered Liu Yin to serve as the Xiaozhou governor, leading 8,000 troops to suppress the rebellion. The uprising was put down by the Wu army. In 249, taking advantage of the opportunity, Sima Yi initiated a military revolt against Wu Taho, accusing Cao Shuang of being disloyal, killing Cao Shuang and destroying the Tao dynasty. All power fell into the hands of Sima. From then on, the emperor of the Tao dynasty became a historical figure. After many years of Liu Shan's enjoyment, which led to the severe decline of the country, and after several decades of internal conflicts, Sima Zhao took control of the Wei state in 263. He ordered Deng Ai and Zheng Hui to divide 18,000 soldiers into 2 groups to attack the Shu state, and after several days of fighting, the Wei forces destroyed Shu. In 264, Sima Zhao died and Sima Yan took over, becoming Jin Wu Di 2 years later after overthrowing the original Cao Huan Yuan Di. The Wei state was destroyed, and in 265, the Jin dynasty replaced the Wei dynasty in the northern parts of China. The Jin then used the land of Shu as the military base to train navy and prepare for war against the Wu state. After Sun Quan's death in 252, Sun Hao gained power, but his cruel and destructive rule weakened the dynasty. In 279, 20,000 Jin troops crossed the border, and Sun Hao led his troops to resist. In 280, Sun Hao was defeated and Wu was destroyed by Jin, leading to the reunification of China. You've just finished watching the video. Let me know what you think by leaving a comment below. Please like and share if you enjoy it. Don't forget to subscribe to Easy History and ring the bell so you don't miss the next exciting content.